Good evening and welcome to the Eighmey contract and Tuesday Night Truck Series right here on the WFO Racing Network. We're back in the booth, and I'm joined by DMS again this week. He's the, you're the main guy in training now, DMS. He didn't say nothing, though. He's here somewhere. He's just hiding in the booth. That's what it is. You see, we got the throwback Tuesday night overlays going on this week again. I kind of like using these overlays. That's why I've been leaning on them on Tuesday nights, and we can call it Throwback Tuesday night on the overlay. There's just a couple features on this one I like better than our other one. Almost makes the guy just want to go in and redo something that kind of combines a little bit of the old with a little bit of the new and make something great out of it. I don't know. But we got great racing coming up for you. Short track, Iowa Speedway with the Eighmey contract and Tuesday Night Truck Series. Pull up your seat. It don't get no better than this.
Just outside of Des Moines, Iowa.
Yep, not too far outside of Des Moines here. We'll pull up the track information. Track info, 0.89 miles, so just over 3/4 of a mile, DMS.
Yes, sir. Track temp is 81 degrees?
81 degrees Fahrenheit, and we are located in Newton, Iowa.
Newton.
Yep.
That's about 25 miles from Des Moines.
Yep, right outside of Des Moines. So we're in Newton, Iowa, right here at Iowa Speedway. I didn't think it was 0.89 miles. That's probably the farthest around the outside edge. I'm sure the inside's 0.75. 3/4 of a mile.
It's supposed to be one of the fastest tracks. We're going to find out.
Maybe one of the fastest under a mile.
Under a mile, yes.
Yeah, they're certainly not going to hit Talladega speeds here or Daytona. And we look at our weather out there. Air temp 79 degrees right now. Wind direction's out of the south. But if you look there, DMS, the wind's blowing about 12 miles per hour.
I do see that, yes.
Yeah, so they got a little bit of a wind speed to deal with, and that could affect the truck down the. Well, I don't know. It's out of the south, so what's it going to affect it on the front straightaway more?
Yeah, I think according to the map there on Google there, it would be, towards the front straightaway.
Yeah, towards the front straightaway, so that 12-mile-an-hour wind could affect some of these guys, and it may even give the truck a little bit more of a push entering the corner down there.
Yeah, when they're coming out of there, because all the stands is a breakaway until you get around away from the stands, and then it's kind of open.
Yeah, so we're glad that we could educate you on that on YouTube. Hell, I educated myself a little bit, DMS. It's just nice having those controls that we can click on that gives us all the information that's relative to what we're doing here. Said nobody ever. And there's no nation, but the mothership has landed because I am back in the booth this week.
Yeah,
I missed a night last week, but DMS come in clutch there. Threw it up on Twitch, so tonight I'm going to make sure I add you to YouTube. That way you have our YouTube channel.
Okay.
You'll be an admin on there, which means you'll be able to go to YouTube and set the race up right there. You can stream it to both.
Look at that. I'm moving up in the world.
You can stream it to both.
Does that mean I got promoted or demoted?
Oh, you're promoted all the way to the top of the broadcast now. I'm demoting myself, DMS.
Oh.
I've got, what do I got? 2 more. Well, let me see here. I'm looking at my Sunday night schedule. I got to look at the schedule. It's either 2 or 3 more races. I think I got 2 more left. Yep, I got 2 more races left to broadcast on Sunday night ever.
And then you're done with the Sunday night deal, huh?
Yes. Hello, Daniel. Welcome to the stream. Yep.
What's going on, Daniel? How are you doing tonight?
That's going to draw the conclusion to my Sunday night broadcasting. And next season, I'm going to get back to racing.
There you go.
I'm looking forward to it. I'm going to need some practice. I haven't, believe it or not, I haven't been on a racing rig in I don't know how long, DMS. I come in, get on the broadcast machine, a few nights a week, and rest of the time I spend with family and doing some of the stuff I love out in the shop. Hi, Denise. Yeah, sorry about that. DMS put the stream up on his Twitch channel. I couldn't make it at all. I tried and I couldn't. I didn't get done helping my nephew till probably 10:15 that evening. So you guys were probably about done racing about that time, right?
Yeah, pretty much. It was a quick race. Quite a few cautions. It seemed like it was a hard time getting in down the pit road last week.
Yeah, I didn't get to watch enough of it to see all that, but I know that we got a starting grid coming up, and guys got to get busy with that because we're at a short track. So, starting P1 tonight, 55 machine, Todd Cleveland. We're just getting right after it, DMS.
There you go.
His outside in P2, you're going to see the number 17 of Tommy Haynes. Third place tonight, nope, not Vern Bradley. I'm in the booth. It's Vernon Markheim driving a 23 truck. To his outside in fourth is going to be the 24 of Dakota Floyd. Starting fifth tonight, Richard Holland in the 31, and to his outside, the 00 of Nick Hunt. Seventh tonight, man needs no introduction. That's Al Eighmey in the 3 truck. Eighth is going to be the 7 of Benjamin Lacey. Ninth tonight's going to be John Wimbish in the 56, and his outside in 10th will be the 86 of John Sanu. Who do we got in 11th there, DMS?
And 11th?
Yep.
We are going to have, hold on now. Why did you do that to me?
I put you on the...
In the 11th is Jacob Daniels in the 72 car.
Yep.
And outside of that, we have just Rick in that number 10 car. 13th, we got Matthew
McMeekin.
McMeekin. Lizzie Daly in the number 6 car in that number 14 spot. And then you got Chuck Sweetie coming in at the 15. What's that? Oh, that was them. Bert Wilson's going to be in the 17th spot in the 70. And then we've got Dan Witt coming in 18th. Mike Mitchell in the number 2 car, rounding off 19th. Glenn Jamison in that number 63 car, coming in the spot number 20. Mike McCauley coming in at the 81 car in 21st. And that is going to round off your field.
Yep, that's our field. 21 trucks here for the WFO Racing League. Eighmey contracting Tuesday night truck series. I had to think about that a little bit when you do a Tuesday and a Wednesday night and I do a Sunday night thing. It kind of confuses me at what night I'm doing. But we got trucks. So it's the only night of the week I do trucks, DMS.
There you go.
All right.
And there goes.
Pace cars in. We're green flagging racing right here at Iowa Speedway. 150 laps of action for you guys and gals tonight. That 55, though, Cleveland, he got him a nice start there, DMS. You see Markheim, though, not wasting any time in that machine, moving in the second at 23.
Tommy Hayes looks like he might have lost a little bit of edge there, but caught right back up.
Yeah, he's coming under fire right now, that 31 of Richard Holland. Holland, he's going to go 2 for 1 right here. He's going to try to get around 2
down
of them.
to the inside.
Yeah, now you see the 17 going to drop down there too, and we're under caution. You see the field getting slowed down, and oh no. 3 truck. Damage early in this one, DMS.
Oh no.
We're going to burn it down with fire. We're going to see what happened to that 3 truck right here. We have the fire tonight. Well, going to have to go back a little farther. Ooh. Looked like the 3 and the 24 might have made contact here. Watching that, and they do, and it sends a 24 around. The 3 gets in the side of them, and the damage from there is, it's not good, DMS.
Nope.
Hi, Cindy.
Nope.
Welcome to the stream tonight. I think he's going to have to take that to pit road to the attention of the crew and see what they can do with it.
Yeah, I think there's going to be there's a lot of damage on that truck.
And I'm hoping that Nation isn't on his pit road tonight. I was going to say, since I didn't make it Wednesday night, you had to cover the stream, I was going to say, well, the mothership landed and I'm back. But that's not the case, because the mothership didn't land because Nation is not back, DMS.
That is going to be a terrible night for our bud, Eighmey there. It's on lap 3 there going out.
You hear that? I was reading the YouTube chat, and Randy says, yep, Vern replaced Nation with DMS.
What's going on with Todd Cleveland?
He's up front.
Well,
Todd Cleveland.
for some reason, I'm showing him down on pit road.
I'm live. I see the 55 truck at the front of the field. I don't think you're on the race again.
I see him just sitting there by the wall, but I mean, that could be me, I guess.
He's clearly not, man. He's leading the field right now. Hi, Bill.
Oh, there we go. There we go. I was like, wait, what happened?
55's your leader, 23 right there of Vernon Markheim, second place. Richard Holland, though, making a strong start, getting himself up to third. Then I believe we got Tommy Haynes in fourth and Nick Hunt in a 00, rounded out the top 5 here. Getting ready for our first restart. We haven't made too many laps here tonight before we got our first caution flag.
Yep.
Randy fired Nation.
I see that.
Hi, Denise. I'll tell you what, DMS, you are the man, though. I mean, you did this Wednesday night, and I listened to it, and I'm like, damn, my broadcast sucks. So it's the difference between me and the booth.
There's big shoes to fill there.
Yeah, me in the booth, and then we got a professional in the booth with me. It's tough for me each time, you know. I think the biggest shoes ever to fill would be Nations.
Oh, yeah.
I mean, you have to have a cement truck to fill those shoes up, DMS.
You're absolutely right there, Daniel. I got run over by the Vern bus on that call out there. I was doing something, and all of a sudden, hey, why don't you take the rest of the grid?
I was able to get you off guard on that one. I'm not going to lie.
Yes, you were.
I did get you off guard a little bit, and I'm not apologizing for it, though. I think you pulled it out pretty good, being that you weren't on any kind of race or live stream there.
Oh.
You can use your timing and scoring. You know where the instant replay is down at the bottom of that screen?
No,
DMS?
I don't.
All right, so you got your timing screen open?
Yes, I do.
Okay, so look down at the bottom. You'll see a pause, a fast forward, and all that stuff.
Yep.
Not the fast forward, but the one to the right of it, the fast forward with the line, will always take you to the live.
Okay, gotcha.
So if you click that, it'll always take you to the live. And we're back to racing again. And look at the strong move from the 23 of Vernon Markheim on the outside. Markheim powering his way to the front.
I'm thinking Todd missed a gear.
Yeah, I don't know if he missed a gear or what, but he's got the 31 working one side. I thought the 17 was going to go to the other.
Wow. Tommy Haynes just left no bumper left.
So the 55 got a strong start. We got a battle for the lead again. 31, Richard Holland going after it.
He's going to take that.
Vernon Markheim defending the 17 of Tommy Haynes. Looked like he was going to try to follow him through, but Markheim fighting back on the outside. Look at Markheim in that 23. I didn't know the outside would start working that good this early.
I wasn't expecting it to work this early.
Definitely the 23's got something figured out, because that 31, we know how fast Richard Holland is, and he's having trouble getting around a guy here. But it looks like they're holding up Tommy Haynes, DMS.
I was just going to say, the only one that's suffering right now is the 17 car of Tommy Haynes.
Yeah,
he can't figure out whether he wants to go up, down, to the middle, to the left. They have got him completely blocked off. It looks like he's going to dive down underneath Richard Holland there, and he's going to try and take that and follow Holland around and take that second spot.
Yeah, I believe the 23 right there probably decided to save on the tires a little bit and backed it up right here. He's going to let the 31 and 17 go battle it out.
Going to come back down to pit strategy again this week, I think.
Yeah, we'll have to see if we get that long green flag run late again, because we know that's what it makes it the fuel mileage, a pit strategy, and we got another battle for the lead, Bruin DMS.
I was just going to say the number 17 looking to the inside there, Richard Holland.
I can tell you from knowing that driver, Tommy Haynes, right there, that Iowa is probably, and even last week in Dover where he was strong, these are really good tracks for that driver. Get a battle back here a little bit farther, though. I'm going to go back here to the 7 and Benjamin Lacey getting around that 55 machine. That's going to move him up into the top, into the 4th position.
Looks like they're going to just settle in right here.
I'm going to tell you, it's definitely early, though, because we know that 75 truck will be up there before the night's over with. Going back to that 75 now, he's got himself up into the 11th position. But he looks
just
like,
outside. Yep, just outside the top 10.
He looks like he's got McMeekin and just Rick right there battling in front of the guy. Hi, Emily. Hi, Diana. Trying to catch everybody I'm missing in the stream here.
Yeah, we got Dee, Bill, Diana, Emily. Howdy, howdy, howdy. How we doing tonight?
Oh, that 3 truck on the pit stop. It's the first time I took a look at that machine since the pit stop, and he didn't use the fast repair.
Do we have a fast repair tonight?
Oh, you know what? We don't have fast.
I was just going to say,
yeah,
I don't think we do.
I don't know where I was at last season, maybe. Look at up front, though, the 31 able to stretch it out a few tenths now over that 17 machine.
And I got to feel bad for Hal there, man. That truck is all over the place.
And a partridge in a pear tree. Or a race at Iowa. Same thing, right?
You got it.
Race at Iowa, partridge in a pear tree. I don't see a difference. Going back here.
Tommy's just going to sit back there. He hasn't improved his, he hasn't gained any, and he's just kind of sitting back there letting Holland rack up some of them laps. I think they're trying. I don't know. How many laps do you think they're going to be able to go?
I guessed earlier, I think before the stream, at about 70 to 75, and I'm kind of going to stick around that number, DMS.
You really?
Yeah, I think they can. I mean, we're at a track. If you run the bottom of this track, it's 3/4 of a mile. It's less than a mile around the top of it. So they're not going to burn near. If they can go 30 laps at a mile and a half, they can probably 60 to 70 laps here.
So you think they're going to be able to do it on one, possibly?
I
two
don't.
pit stops?
One might be stretching it. We'll find out when we get up here, another 40 laps or so. But I think one might be stretching it. They may have to make a couple of pit stops. But the last one would be a short pit if they wanted it to. Tires are not going to be an issue here tonight. You should be able to take tires basically every time you have to take fuel. So we know the tire rule's in effect, but it shouldn't affect the drivers here tonight as long as you run your fuel out. But we got slowed down by the first caution, DMS, back there on about lap 3, and it's been pretty clean and green since then.
Yeah, we got a pretty good sized battle going up, taking on up there in number 3 spot.
Yeah, I got
Benjamin Lacey trying to go to the inside.
That's the battle I've been watching for a little bit right here. 23 of Markheim, 7 of Lacey, and the 55 of Cleveland. Man, I'll tell you, DMS, Cleveland dropped back a little bit. We know he was the P1 starter, but he dropped back a little bit on that last restart. It's looking like he's starting to recover now.
Yeah.
See the 55 working the high side of the track on that last corner. Lacey's kind of moving around in the 7 truck. I've seen him go from the bottom to the middle to the top, so it looks like he might be searching a little bit right now.
No, he's going to dive down to the inside right now and try to take it.
It's so hard here when you get laps on those tires, though, to be able to make that bottom work when those guys get all the momentum right up there in the middle. Ooh.
Oh, goodness.
You seen the same thing I did.
Yeah, he drifted up there.
Look at that, though. He had to check out of it to stay out of the 23 truck. Now he's under fire from the 55.
Yeah, Todd's going to take advantage of that checkup.
You tell Mama Riddle that we said hi as well. We hope she's doing good. And she better be watching the stream, right, DMS?
You got that right.
Oh, you didn't have to explain that, Denise. I figured Iowa Speedway's a partridge in a pear tree, too. I would have thought that more, though, if we would have had 2 or 3 cautions by now, but we've had 1 caution flag, lap 3. We're on lap 26 now. These guys have straightened it out. They're clean and green. But that 31 of Holland, he's trying to head off into a different zip code. He's gone. 1.3 seconds right now, DMS.
Yep.
Tommy Haynes, the guy in second, he's kind of by himself right now too. He's 1.3 behind. He's 1.4 behind Holland and about 1.4 ahead of Vernon Markheim.
And Benjamin Lacey is just not going to give up. He is right there trying to do it again and again and again, but just can't quite keep that inside.
Yeah, he fought Cleveland off in the 55, and he's trying to make that bottom work. I just don't think it's there at this point in the run. I mean, we're 28 laps on these tires here at Iowa, and I think they're starting to give up the bottom a little bit.
Go up there and let him know he's there.
I'll tell you what, these 3 trucks you could throw a blanket over. 55 of Cleveland right there, and a guy that's lurking, and then he might be gaining on him a little bit right now. That's the 86 truck of John Sanu.
Oh, I think John Sanu is gaining on him.
He's running that trio down. That's 3rd, 4th, and 5th in front of him. That's a chance for John Sanu there to get into the top 5. And with that, I want to say hello to Mr. and Mrs. Sanu. They tune in every week. I do know that. And
howdy, howdy, howdy.
Yeah, awesome having them tune in every week for I don't know how many seasons now, DMS, but it's been many. They don't never chat with us on YouTube, though, but I always know they're watching. Look at this battle. 00, 29, 10, 56. This is good stuff right here. Inside the top 10, back in 7th, 8th, 9th, and 10th position. '29 of McMeekin fighting a 00 right there of Nick Hunt. That's going to be for the 7th position. Oh, contact. 00 went the wrong way. And that will bring out a caution flag. Lap 32 right here, and 21 just missed him. Well, you know what that means if you're watching the stream. We got to burn it down right here with what? Fire! That's our fire video. Nation hates it, by the way. He's the one that made it, but he hates it.
Yeah, it looks like
two trucks going for the same piece of real estate right here. Literally. The 10 moved down a little. 29 may have drifted up just slightly, if any.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
That's a racing incident at a track like Iowa. Just 2 trucks going for the same piece of real estate. Nobody really did anything wrong there. I'll tell you what, though, the 00 probably don't feel that way as his truck is pretty wadded up, and I think the 29 might have come out of it a little cleaner. But we were watching that race and looking at how close those trucks were, and I had a feeling if anything happened, it would be right there, DMS.
Yeah, and it did. It did. It looked like the 29 went down to the inside, drifted up just a little bit, and at the same time, 10 came down, or the 00 came down to try to take that real estate.
I'm kind of watching here. I see the 23 is going to take tires, but I don't see the 31 going up on jet. Yeah, left sides are up on it. So these guys are going to take tires every stop. We're 34 in, kind of a little bit early, I would say, to pull the trigger on the tires right now, but they're driving it, not me. I'm in the booth. I don't know at 30 laps that I would have necessarily took them. At 50, I would have. But they got 3 sets, so even now, I mean, if they run a fuel run out, they'll still have enough to make it. As we're under caution number 2 here at Iowa Speedway with the Eighmey contract and Tuesday Night Truck Series, WFO Racing League, on the WFO Racing Network on YouTube. Too much WFO racing in there. Needs to just be WFO Racing League, don't it, DMS?
I think so.
Just drop the network. Or just WFO Racing. Well, what'd the window do to you? I understand the phone, but I don't understand what the window did to you. She said she's about to throw her damn phone out the damn window. I could see that being a damn phone, but I'm not sure what the window did that it's a damn window, DMS.
Everything is just damn.
I'm going to throw this damn phone out the damn window.
Damn it.
Damn it. There you go, DMS. All right, so brand new leader now. A little bit different.
John Wimbish.
Little different strategy going on. And maybe Wimbish was the one that thought like me and said, hey, I'm not putting all them tires on.
Nope, splash and go, baby. Splash and go.
Fill her topper off with fuel, and I'm going to save on a set of tires here. And I'll tell you at Iowa, that might not be a bad idea. You get a caution late to have a set of tires on hand, DMS.
Well, if they're going to be able to do it in two, they're going to have a fresh set anyway.
Right. So we're on the... Usually we don't pace this long on a short track. We're on the super pace laps here at Iowa Speedway. You know it's such a big place that let's take that truck 35 minutes to get around the track here under caution. I know if all the cautions are this low, DMS, we don't want very many of them tonight.
And don't go jinxing us now. Kind of getting used to these short broadcasts.
We're liable to be broadcasting at midnight tonight. What are you talking about? These short tracks.
Oh, we got 2 cautions on 37 laps. That's going to put us at about, what, 10 cautions of the night?
Yeah, we're on average for about 10 of them before we get to 150. Probably a couple of green-white checkers on top of that. But we're 2x2. Lights are out on the iRacing pace truck up there. And that means one thing.
We're about to go green.
We are. Running through turn 4 at Iowa Speedway right now. John T. Wimbish, your race leader. 56 machine. 31, Richard Holland. 23, Vernon Markheim. 7, Benjamin Lacey. And the 17 of Tommy Haynes. There's your top 5.
Wow, what happened there?
Green flag and racing again. Markheim going after it again. New set of tires on the 23 truck, and Superman is back. Look at that gaggle of cars back here where McCauley's at. Right ahead of him, 29 of McMeekin. 55, 7. Haynes got loose or something. He ended up at the bottom.
Yeah.
So 17 machine, a little bit of problems right there. And we got a whole bunch of them back here. We're Burt Wilson, Dakota Floyd. 6 machine, LZ Daly getting a little bit loose right in front of those guys. 24 Dakota Floyd, little damage from the earlier incident. And Hal got his lap back, Timothy said. He absolutely did. He's currently back here in the 19th position.
Yeah, Holland loose on the back stretch.
Yeah, taking a look at that now. I'll tell you, the 17 did a nice job recovering from his, getting loose earlier. And he's really making a run on that 31 now. Behind him, though, Benjamin Lacey and the 7 truck's making some noise, too.
There was a little bit of contact between him and Sanu, but they were both able to straighten it out and, being the professional drivers. Sounds like he's going to give a call out. Let him go underneath.
Hello, MMO. Welcome to the stream here tonight. Timothy, welcome to you too, and thank you for the information on how. I'm getting back here where the battle's at, man. 29, 55, 56, and 10. And it don't even stop there. I think the 63 is in that picture too.
Yeah, and meanwhile, you've got Tommy Haynes on the outside, Richard Holland on the inside, and Vern holding on the best that he can, keeping them both off.
Yeah, Markheim's trying to fight them both off here, and that's probably where Tommy Haynes is going to run into a roadblock up there. That 23 seems to be mimicking about the same line the 17's got right now. So we've seen this battle early on in the first run, and it worked out good for the 31 because he used a completely different line to get around him than the 23 runs. But Tommy's kind of stuck up there in that same line as that 23 truck. So if he's going to get around the 31, he needs to do it now, DMS.
Yes, he does. It's not getting quite enough right there, though.
Hi, Adriana. Welcome to the stream here tonight. And Matt, welcome to the stream for you as well, buddy. Who's the skull truck tonight? 72, Jacob Daniels. Let's find it right here.
Oh, boy, oh, boy. This is some racing, boys, up here in the front.
Skull Bandit's got that 72 machine in the top 10 right now. Literally, 10th position. Yeah, it's good racing up front. Markheim doing a little better this time, and look at that. Tommy Haynes in the 17 machine's going to clear the 31 and take the P2 spot.
And but all that fighting allowed Benjamin Lacey to come up there and take that 4th spot. He's going to jump in right behind. Oh, here we go. Yeah. Haynes.
Lead battle. Got a bootlegger going for it. I'll tell you
just
what,
not getting enough on that outside, though.
Man, it is so hard to overcome the run that those guys get off the corner, running the middle and the top side of the track. And I think that's going to put the 17 under fire from the 31 again.
Yep. And like I said, the number 7 car of Lacey is going to join right in with this battle.
Yeah, I think Tommy Haynes going down to the bottom right there put himself at a little bit of a disadvantage, and he's going to drop a couple of positions. So he's going to go from battling for the lead right there back to the 4th position, DMS. These guys are single file back here where Todd Cleveland, Matthew McMeekin, Jess Rick, Glenn Jamison, Jacob Daniels. And then the 21 machine of Richard Springer. First one outside of the top 10, sitting in the 11th position. Another good run here for LZ Daly, driving a 6 machine. Got himself in the 12th position right now. Holding off a pretty good crowd of trucks behind him. Got the 70 of Burt Wilson and that 75 machine. We know he's not any kind of slack here. Although he's a lap down right now for some reason.
Looked like a little bit of check up there up the front. Everybody had to back out a little bit. But they're back in it.
Ooh, LZ Daly up by the wall. He's going to come under fire from the 70. Burt Wilson. 81 of McCauley got a run right there on the 75 of Chuck Sweeting, too. This battle's for the, 12th position, 70-6. Man,
Benjamin Lacey running that third spot is going to put a little bit of pressure on Richard Holland this time around.
Yeah, Holland, though, he's going to go after that 23 truck.
Oh,
and almost
shoot.
Contact right there. That was close.
Golly.
That was a pucker moment. Hi, Garrison.
How you doing tonight, Garrison?
Look at the 7 of Lacey. He's going to hang the nose of that truck and get it beside the 31 machine. Now the 31's under fire from the 7, and that's going to be for second. And that's what that outside line can do for you. You get down there on the bottom to try to make a pass, man, and you better make it fast, DMS.
There's no hanging out there. Oh, golly.
He can get such a run. He's just got to get out of it to stay out of that truck on the high side on corner exit. And that's what makes the bottom so hard to use. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
You can't use all the racetrack exiting the corner. And now you see the 7's going to take advantage of it and pounce on the 31 a little bit right here.
And it looks like the number 17 is going to try. Tommy Haynes is going to try to go to the outside. But I think Richard is going to lock him out right there.
And Lacey taking over the second position. It's going to back the 31 up to the nose of that 17 machine. And he'll have to be careful, get a bootlegger up his ass. I thought there was a joke there, but now that I think about it, I'm not sure there was. But
oh, look, there he comes. They're going to, oh, man, I'll tell you what, this is
good racing.
I need to take me some blood medication.
This is why they're tuned into the stream right now, DMS.
Oh, we got Lacey going to the outside. It looks like Vern moved down a little bit on the track, and Lacey's going to try to take advantage of it on the outside coming around.
He's there.
And he's just going to have to back out, and hopefully Vern will be able to keep it down there in that center. But look at him. Look at him.
Oh, that was close.
Look at that.
23 might have got a little loose on corner exit right there.
I think he did, because you got Richard Holland going, diving into the inside now and taking that look.
Lacey, though, going right after him. I like the strategy. Just attack, attack, attack.
There you go.
There you go, MMO.
That's going to go one in the books.
Yeah, that 7, we know the 7 was fast from the first run. That guy gets out there, he might start driving off a little bit here, DMS. I've seen the 7 win a couple of races here at WFO. Benjamin Lacey, no stranger to victory lane.
I think Vernon right now is just kind of sitting back going, I did everything I could. I don't know how he squeaked by me.
And with that, I'm going to have to do it through the field. We're going to start, obviously, with the race leader. We're not going to do it backwards, although that sounds like it could have been fun, too. Driver drop down. Benjamin Lacey, 7 truck. Front of the field right now, P1. Sitting back in P2, Vernon Markheim. Able to, he's held on to that top spot for a minute, hasn't he, DMS?
Oh, yes, he is.
Lacey able to take advantage and get around him, but Vernon Markheim still riding around in second right here. Go back to third, on board with the 31 machine of Richard Holland. You see Holland, he's been stuck behind that 23 of Markheimer, stuck beside him for quite a few laps now. 28 to be exact. Get on board with the 4th place machine, and who do we got in 4th, DMS?
We're going to have the number 17 machine of Tommy Haynes will be in 4th. John Sanu in the 86 machine is going to show up number 5 right now. And, of course, the number 6 car is going to be Todd Cleveland.
On board with that driver right now. We go back one more to 7th. We're going to find the 29 machine of Matthew McMeekin. And then you know who's in 8th, don't you, DMS?
That'd be just Rick.
Just Rick. Enrique. Rick Vagone driving a 10 machine sitting in the A spot. If you look on my drop down, though, he's 3 seconds behind your race leader.
Yes, he is.
in the 8th position. So he's 3 seconds back. We'll go back one more to 9th, where we'll be on board with the 63 machine of Glenn Jamison.
Then on the number 10 spot, you're going to have Richard Springer in the number 21 machine. And that is going to be your top 10.
I only asked.
Richard Holland going to the inside, going to be taking that number 2 spot away from Vern. Oh, maybe. I don't know.
Go back here to 11th. We're going to get on board with the 70 machine of Burt Wilson. And then whoever the Jacob Daniels fan, we're on board with the 72 right now, that Skull Bandit machine. Jacob Daniels. Nice part about the onboard is you can really see how hard these guys are working to get around this short track right here. Another guy's got a lot of work to do, about 8 seconds behind your race leader. And 13th, you're going to find Michael Macaulay Calkin in the 81 truck. They're twins, so we don't really know which one's driving it. Little damage on this machine from an earlier incident, but Dakota Floyd's got the 24 machine in the 14th position right now. I see these guys 10, 11 seconds behind the race leader. I don't think it takes a real long time to get around the track here. Who we got in 15th, DMS?
My grid is all screwed up because I have it on live. But I'm showing the 75 car Chuck Sweetie for some reason.
MMO, I think it's still 3 sets of tires. I don't think there's changes on it at Iowa. Well, 15th, I'm showing the 6 of LZ Daly.
Yes, now it just has just updated. And then the 16th spot's going to have Mike Mitchell in that number 2 car.
Mitchell right here in the 2. And I don't know if he's going to be back here in 16th long. I think he's got LZ Daly's Reese's machine right out of his windshield here. So Mitchell trying to make up a couple of positions as we go back to 17th, get on board with that 56 machine of John T. Wimbish. I do not believe that we have a different tire rule here, do we? DMS that you know of?
Not that I know of, no.
I'm pretty sure you get the set you start with and 3 sets of tires after that.
And in the 18th spot and 19th spot of the 2 cars that brought out one of the cautions, the 00 of Nick Hunt and the number 3 car of Hal Eighmey.
Yeah, on board with that driver, the 3 car now. He's 19th position, 20 seconds behind the race leader, so he's not far from going a lap down again. I can tell you by looking at that car with the damage on it, he's got a couple of hands full. The car just won't turn, DMS.
Yep. That's what we were noticing earlier.
Yeah, looking on that onboard, and that car just will not rotate in the corner.
Meanwhile, we've got Vernon in second, and we've got Richard Holland down there trying to take that 3rd spot away, but check that out. Benjamin Lacey, 2.2 seconds. He has increased his lead, and the John Sanu is now in the fight for that 4th spot. Going to take that 3rd spot, actually. Trying to go to the outside.
Yeah, I'm finishing up through the field with Chuck Sweeting. You're on board with the 75 machine right here, and Chuck is a lap down. Currently occupying the 20th position, and the only other car that made a start but got put out early was the 99 of Dan Witt.
Well, I'll tell you what, if you would have told me tonight coming into this race that we'd be looking at this Vern, John Sanu, Richard Holland, Todd Cleveland now is up there in the 55 car, and McCauley, all going for pretty close.
That's actually McMeekin.
McMeekin.
Matthew McMeekin in the 29. He gained a few spots, man. That 29 machine's been headed in the right direction, but I said it early. As soon as the 7 took the lead, what did I tell you?
Yep. He gone.
That guy's liable to. He was. You could see the speed in the 7 when he caught those guys. And then when he figured out how to get around him, we got a battle for second. 86 and
We sure
Johnson
do.
going after that 23 machine. Holland backing up a little bit, which is a little shocking seeing him back here in the 4th position. We know on the first run, Holland was able to take the lead by, 1.4 seconds?
I just heard a call in there for a pit, but I didn't happen to see what car number that was.
Okay, we're 43 laps is what I got from the race leaders. So 43 laps since the last caution, which was caution number 2. That battle for second, there's the 3 truck of Hal Eighmey. So the 23, look what he did right there. He's going to move down to the bottom of the track. And I'm not sure why the 86 moved up, but he got a damn good run on the guy. Oh, they're close in the corner. That battle for second is a good one.
And I'll tell you what, John Snow has got that bottom line.
Lap cars, though, we see the 24 coming up to the on the track right here. And these guys coming off pit road, look at that. 86 is on pit road. I was wrong.
86 is going to go into pits.
We're 44 laps into the run here, and we're watching these guys headed to pit road. Your race leader's not. He's headed to, he's a different state at this point, DMS. He's out of the zip code now. He's headed to a
Tommy
different
Haynes
state.
just came in. He's going to be pitting this next time by.
Yeah, 17 machine slow on the bottom. 3 machine of Hal Eighmey slow on the bottom. We're going to see how these drivers. I'm going to watch, but I'll guarantee you the 17 takes tires. We'll get the mothership view for you, Denise. Don't worry. We've just been trying to contact Nation to get that camera view again, haven't we, DMS? I haven't heard from them. Have you?
I have not heard a word, not a peepees.
And we sent out.
Did I just say peepees?
You did. You said it on the stream. Peepees.
Peepees. Oh, my goodness.
Need teepees for my peepee. No. I thought there was a joke there, but there wasn't.
We just took that into a whole different category of creepy.
Yeah. What show was that on? I think I got that from a show, actually, DMS. I don't know. I can't remember.
I don't know what kind of shows you're watching, but.
All right. Let's do the mothership view. Oh, have to find it. Here we go. On board with Nation and the mothership right now, DMS.
Benjamin Lacey is just hit the pit road.
Leader is on pit road. Race leader on pit road. They found it funny, DMS.
Right into the pit stall here with Benjamin. See if he's going to be taking any tires.
Beavis and Butthead. That's right, Randy.
There we go. Yeah. Right side is up.
Who are you watching?
And the left side is up. So, yes, he did take Benjamin Lacey, took all 4 and a splash of gas, and on the way out he goes.
Yeah, lead's going to switch around a little bit as a 2 machine. Took it momentarily. He's on pit road now. That's Mike Mitchell. I think when it gets back around, it'll go back to the 7, Benjamin Lacey. Yeah, TP for my bunghole. Bunghole is what
TP for my bunghole.
Yeah, I need TP for my bunghole.
Cornelio.
I need a TP for my pee-pee. All right, so Lacey in the 7 machine. How big's his lead now, DMS? Not that big. Look where Sanu's at.
John Sanu has cut that down to 0.3 seconds.
Is this the race that the Luke Oil machine can get the win tonight? Iowa Speedway. If you look there, though, he pitted 4 laps before the number 7 did.
Yep.
So that allowed him to catch up a little bit. Now we got the number 7 who's got, 4 lap fresher tires up here.
Full tank, fresh tires, and he's already back. Now he's already up to 0.6.
So the quest to kicking your ass is on.
Yeah. The number 31 car of Richard Holland just broke back into under 2 seconds. He's your 3rd place racing right now. quite surprised, though. Johnson, who came from nowhere before those pits.
Oh, look at this battle here. 63 of Glenn Jamison making some moves through the field here. He's going to battle that 23 of Vernon Markheim for the fourth position. DMS.
Then we got, yeah.
McMeekin not too far outside that battle. He's the guy on the outside looking in right now. And McMeekin, we've seen the speed he had the last run. He might pull a 2-for-1 on these guys.
It's not running too bad for being involved in one of those cautions earlier. So the damage to his right front must not have been too bad.
Instead of saying the fire for cautions, we should say PP. PP on the fire! That stinks.
Just as long as there's no electric fences anywhere.
Oh, bad memories.
You too, huh?
Oh, yeah. Everybody has. I'll tell you, if you have grown up in the country or lived in the country in any time, and you're a male, in any time of your life and you haven't pissed on an electric fence or got your foot tangled up in one, you didn't live in the country, period.
Yeah, usually involved about 5 or 6 of your buddies drinking beer going, I dare you. You ain't got no balls, no balls.
Exactly. That's exactly what it is, too.
Watching this fight back here between Vern, Matt, and Glenn, and it is damn near.
It's for the ages, man. That 29 machine, he's gotten around to 63, and I think he might have enough to get around to 23 of Vernon Markheim as well. Matthew McMeekin, he's going somewhere.
Geez.
We're 92 laps into this thing, DMS. It's flying by now.
Yep.
As long as we're not pacing and we're racing, man, we're getting it done. Lap times 24:232 for the race leader right now. Holland's actually a little faster than that with a 24:175.
Yeah, I can see him there right now. He is kind of trying to rake him in a little bit.
He's got about
drops down
1.6 seconds to make up there. And these lap times are 10 laps into the run for the race leader, Benjamin Lacey. He went a 0.94 that time, though. Lacey didn't. That was 0.2 faster than Holland's 2.20. So I don't know what happened to Lacey on the slower lap. Well, hello there, Shakira. I think it's Shakira. And if I got it wrong, I apologize. If I got it wrong, it's Nation's fault because he's not here.
Absolutely. He helps with those. I just, when I find a name I can't go, it's Bob.
Bob, no. Well,
in the fifth spot, the number 29, Matthew Bob.
Matthew McMeekin.
Okay.
McMeekin.
Gonna make it around that. We're gonna make it around the lap car there.
Machine? Yeah, the two machines. What lap down right here? Mike Mitchell. He's got a whole host of trucks. They're going to try to pass him on the bottom and the top there.
Thought we were going to see some 3 wide there.
63
that
though.
Would have made it interesting.
Oh, 55. He just went. Looked like there was going to be contact between that 55 and 2, but the 55 cleared him. Man, I looked at that 70 truck of Burt Wilson working the high side of the track, and I seen a bobble. It's where he was up there on the top. He hit a bump, and it almost made that truck slam into the outside wall. Basically, it was violent as the race leader catches the 00 Pepsi machine to put him a lap down. This guy's out here setting a pace. Well, you got to hit the subscribe button when you come in. That's a rule, isn't it?
I think so.
You don't have to like the stream, but, man, just subscribe to the channel. And you might want to anyway, because if we hit 1,000 subscribers this season, we're giving a bunch of shit away, DMS.
A bunch of shit.
I don't even know where we're going to get the shit, but we're just going to give it away.
Taco Bell, here I go.
That 7 machine of Lacey, though, he's got I'm going to ask him after the race, DMS, but I'll bet you he likes Iowa.
You think?
I think if it ends the way that we're sitting right now, that he definitely likes Iowa. Holland having a good run, though. He's a couple of seconds back. But he
just dropped into 2 seconds.
He's got the lap time right down close to the leader right now.
Well, you got Benjamin Lacey. He's going to be catching up. He's going to be catching up to a couple of lap cars.
Yeah, and that's Holland's problem right now, battling the 00 truck. He's going to get clear of him right here, but he had to battle him for about a lap to get around him.
They're giving him plenty of room, staying out to the outside.
John Sanu in 86, falling back to the 3rd position. Still on a podium spot, though. That'll get you an interview.
Al still just fighting the dickens under that truck. Just trying to keep it in between the wall and the yellow line.
All right, Randy, buddy, thanks for stopping in tonight.
Take it easy there, Randy.
Yeah, come back tomorrow night, hang out with us some more. Be the Wicked Wednesday Xfinity Series, and we'll be right back here at the short track of Iowa. We call it a short track, but it really races like 1.5 miles, DMS. Iowa's one of those tracks that just don't really race like a short track. I like it. This is in my top 5. Always had a lot of success here. Always a lot of fun racing here. So I am a fan of this speedway. I wish they had built some more like them. You see the 31 going by this teammate right there. That's Hal Eighmey in the 3 truck. Hal's a couple of laps down now.
Yeah.
I think the only other one a couple laps down is that 6 machine of LZ Daly.
Yeah, that's going to put him down 2 laps now.
So it looks like the leaders have lapped all the way up to 14th position. And I think the 2 trucks right kind of at the tail end of this thing's the 56 and the 10 truck.
Give him a shout out and a mention of that 21 truck. Richard Springer. He's back there in that 10 spot.
And Lacey's headed off to another country again, DMS.
I know.
Benjamin Lacey up to a 2.7 second lead over Richard Holland. That's saying something, by the way.
Richard Holland just pitted, I think.
Nope, Holland's still on the track. Click that button I taught you about earlier.
Yeah, what the hell? I showed him drop down from 2nd all the way down to 11th.
I got him in 2nd right now.
Yeah, I got him now in 2nd. Yeah, 2.6.
2.7 seconds behind the race leader. So Lacey's stretching it out a little bit on Holland, which is kind of surprising. I thought Holland might have something for him, but I'll tell you, on the long run, if the guy didn't fall back so much on the short runs, that 86 truck on the long run's really good. You see him getting around the lap machine, which happened to be his teammate, the 24 Dakota Floyd, but John Sanu's got a pretty good machine right now. Looking at his lap times, he's competitive with the leaders, although Lacey's putting down blistering laps, DMS. And they're going to have to pit again. I think they'll have to make one more pit stop before this thing's over with.
Now, the question is, do you take tires or do you splash and go?
And you take tires. Yeah, when you're at a track like Iowa, it'll eat a set of tires right off. So, if you're back far enough, and when I say back far enough, if you're 4 or 5 seconds behind a race leader, hell, gamble. Take 2 tires.
Yeah.
Anything to try to get on and off pit road faster. You want to maximize your pit stops. So, maybe you take 2 tires. And that'll pick up a little time, and sometimes you'll get lucky, and the truck or the car really like the 2-tire change. And you'll be fast.
And sometimes you won't be, and it'll say, you done screwed up, and next thing you know, you're in the wall.
More times than you're lucky, you're not lucky, and you're going the wrong way. So any plan like that, it can and it will backfire most of the time. But what have you got to lose at that point?
I keep trying to tell people that myself, I mean, I'm doing pretty good tonight. I'm going to finish in the top 25.
You are. Actually, you are. Because 21 people started tonight. You're going to finish right around where you and I are going to finish higher than Nation, because he's nowhere. Nation is on alien ships, circling planets, atmosphere, fucking solar systems. I don't know. I just don't know where he's at, DMS. We don't need to say where's Waldo. It's where's Nation. So the bootlegger man battling early on for even the lead, DMS. He's back here in 9th position now. 13 seconds behind the race leader. So Tommy Haynes, he's coming on pit road. Lap 36, he's going to split the run right here. And since we got the camera on the 17, we're going to watch him on his pit stop, but I'll bet you I see a 4-tire stop from this driver. Yeah, MMO, this track will eat the tires up pretty quickly, especially if you're pushing it. You have to really kind of find a good line, be smooth, and take it easy if you're going to keep the right front tire on the machine here. You see Haynes on pit road. Right sides are up. Back down. Left sides are up. Going to be a 4-tire stop for the driver of the 17. And he did it right. I mean, that's exactly where I would have went to pit road about halfway through the run. We're working 119 of 150, so that's going to give us 31 laps to go. Actually 30 when the leader comes across the start-finish line right now. So basically a feature race. You set the rest of the race on, kind of aside, and we're on the final 30 laps. You see Michael McCauley in the 81 about ready to go a lap down, and he's sitting in the 8th position. Benjamin Lacey really putting on a blister and pace in that 7 machine. McCauley's
and not ready to come in anytime soon.
Well, that's the thing. I watched the 17 come in. I counted the laps. He did it, and he did it right. He split the run, and that's exactly what I would do in that situation right there. And I'll tell you, if I'm a guy like Holland, back there 3 seconds, and Todd Cleveland, my ass is going to be on pit road this lap. I'm not going to wait anymore. I'm going to go ahead and take advantage of it. I'm going to get my ass on pit road, get some tires and fuel. And I think we're going to see the 31 come to pit road pretty soon regardless. Hello, Raymond. Welcome to the stream tonight. Watching the 31 machine now. I know he's got a couple more laps on his fuel and tires than what the race leader does. I can tell you it's probably not going to be great for the 31 if the 7 machine hits pit road a lap or two before him. I think the 31's slowing down the pit road right now. He is sideways on entry. You want to talk about getting on the pit road? He did it, DMS.
He threw the anchor out.
He was dirt tracking it on pit road.
I was watching the movie Battlefield where they dropped the anchor and turned that boat sideways.
Oh, here comes
your race leader.
Yep. And that's why I clicked the camera on him, because I know when he seen Holland come in, he knew it was time. You give up so much on lap time between fresh tires and 40-lap old tires.
Yellow, we got trouble.
We got a caution. Nobody would have expected that.
Just as a leader went on pit road.
Oh, no. Who was it? I can't find out who it was.
I'm looking.
Well, let's see where the problem was at, DMS. Damn it. I know it wouldn't have been up front. Oh, what the hell? Let's burn her down with fire. See if we can find it. I'm just kind of pissing in the wind here. These green flag pit stops can lead to caution flags. These guys coming on and off pit road. Truck gets a little bit loose, and next thing you know, we got a caution, but I can't figure out who got loose. I think I know who it was now. Watching a 23 of Margheim, and it was Margheim. I don't think he got loose, though. Now a guy just hit the brakes and parked it sideways on pit road entry, and that's going to bring out a caution flag. Not really sure why he did that. I would think to not bring out a caution that you would literally drive it to your pit stall before you got out.
Kind of thinking that myself.
I mean, what, you don't park on a racetrack, or a lot of times when you're at the bottom of the track like that, it won't bring out a caution, but he was blocking pit road entry. So when you're on that entry to pit road and you do that, it's going to bring out a caution because iRacing's treating that like the racing surface. So I don't know if he just didn't know or what, but I mean, man, for courtesy of the leader at least, or the guys in the league, make sure that you pull your truck on the pit road before you get out of it if you're quitting. Don't quit on pit road entry, or don't quit on the fucking racetrack. You know what I mean?
Not really sure why he would have done that anyway.
I don't know. Maybe he dropped a cigarette between his legs. Who knows? Maybe he pissed in the wind, DMS.
Maybe he pee-peed. Maybe he didn't have any TP.
Maybe he had no TP for his pee-pee, and he pee-peed in the wind.
And I was showing him at... he had a strong car tonight. I don't know.
Yeah, maybe he's tired, It is 10 o'clock right now, 10:04, so guy might have got... He might have got tired and said, "Holy shit, I'm 2 minutes past my bedtime, DMS," and boom, he was gone. Poof. Like a bad magic trick.
You can't put your big boy pants on. Don't come to the track.
I'm going to tell you right now, every one of those drivers out there on the track except the driver of the number 7 truck is happy.
Yeah, he is not happy.
A driver of the 7 machine, he's like, fuck. I don't know what he's saying. Man, I'm trying to figure that out. It could be, Timothy. It could be some kind of emergency. I hope not for a guy, but it could be a lot of things. Guy might have had a. He might have actually had to go pee-pee. Not going to say he didn't.
Shut it off or I will kill you.
Yeah, I would. That's where I'm different than you guys on that. I'll choose death to keep racing. I'm not shutting it off until that race is over, DMS.
Nope.
Just not doing it. I'll take a fucking beating. I'll take the bitching, or I might even face death over it, but I don't think so. There's a mess to clean up when you do it that way, and cops get called, and then you got to answer all kinds of fucking questions and everything, DMS. Is it even worth it?
I got you. Nah.
And women are smart enough to know that. They're like, it ain't even fucking worth it. So I kind of figure when she tells me to shut it off or I'll kill you, it's an empty threat, DMS.
It pretty much is.
It is.
I mean, you know, I just keep reminding mine that that's fine. I don't have life insurance.
Exactly.
I forgot to pay the life insurance. I don't think it's going to happen tonight.
Oh, what's up with passing the pace truck? Those guys were on what's called the tail end of the lead lap, Timothy. So when you get one to go, those guys are going to be able to go around the pace truck and get their lap back. So we were in the middle of a pit cycle right there, and the leader had went to pit road. Not all of the trucks had went to pit road at that point, and that's why you got trucks ahead of your race leader. Those trucks are considered on the tail end of the lead lap, and we're going to get back there with a few of those trucks. Maybe, or get up there with a few of them. The 75 of Sweeting, 21 of Springer, 63 of Jamison, and the 70 of Burt Wilson are going to catch a break right here. And when they get one to go, those trucks will go around the pace truck. In fact, they already have, haven't they?
Yellow flag. Trouble, trouble, trouble.
We've been under caution. Where is the pace truck? I can't find that motherfucker nowhere. I think McCauley might be straightening out the order, too, a little bit. Looks like the 00 on them, though, went around the pace truck, so they're headed. Yeah, maybe not. Let's find Todd Cleveland.
I'm confused.
And something's going on with the timing and scoring. I'm showing Benjamin Lacey as the race leader.
That's what I'm showing. I'm showing John Sanu in second.
Second is Sanu, McMeek in third, Tommy Haynes in fourth, and Holland rounded out the top five. But I don't. There's the pace truck. All right, we got it. We got it straightened out.
Okay, because I was going to say, I'm not seeing Sanu, I'm not seeing Matt, Tommy, or Richard.
Yeah, if you've seen the 72 go around the pace truck, he was laps down there, so he's going to go back and get one of his laps back right here. But some guys were able to get their laps back because they hadn't gone to pit road. Jacob Daniels in the 72 was the last one to get his lap back. He may have been the lucky dog even. But Richard Springer, Glenn Jamison, Burt Wilson. I think McCauley was on the lead lap, so he didn't have to worry about that. But the field's straightened out now, so we're going to get ready to get back to some green flag racing pretty quickly. Your race leader's the 7 of Benjamin Lacey. And I don't know what happened to the 86. Is he behind the 2 machine? No, he was behind a couple of them.
Yeah, there he comes.
Yeah, the 24, Dakota Floyd was up there. He's going to pull down to the bottom, though, but Mike Mitchell in the 2 is going to stay put. And we're
still have no idea where. Well, I guess I do have the camera there.
We're still pacing and fixing shit.
Yeah, we got Tommy Haynes is still back there. Richard Holland is still in the back there. Todd Cleveland.
I don't know what he's saying. ED, is that erectile dysfunction that said he got after 15 years? Hal, did you park that damn truck?
Sure did.
It was no good anyway, was it?
Fucking tired of fighting it around there.
Oh, and you were fighting it.
Yeah, once you got that damage, man, that thing looked like it was so tight it was worse than driving a garbage truck, Al. I think Macaulay and them got this shit broken. They might be getting lined up here. I don't know. I don't know what's going on.
There we go. Tommy just came into the right spot there. You got Holland coming up. There we go. Now we're getting things cooking.
786, 29, 17, 31, your top 5.
Yep.
Oh, he wasn't saying he had ED. He said he got educated quickly. 25
and you
years.
thought he said he had ED.
Well, it started with ED. I'm not wrong.
There you go.
And I got special ed, so. All right, face trucks in.
There we go.
Look at that 7 machine. He's going to fire at the right time, and he's going to have him back there battling for second. But we do got a little ways to go here. 13 laps, 137 and 150 complete. And the battle's truly for second. McMeekin, Tommy Haynes, Johnson new in 86, 31, Richard Holland, and basically the rest of the field. That 86 machine, though, he's going to use momentum from that high side. And he's going to assert some force here and take that second spot. Now the battle's for third. Tommy Haynes in the 17, 29 of McMeekin. You get a run on the bottom on fresh tires, DMS, but you got to pass quickly.
Yeah, because you're going to come up.
Look at that.
Oh, yes.
Looked like the 31 might have squeezed up a little bit right there, and unfortunately the 55 was there. Oh, Holland sideways. That made someone, who was it by him there? Macaulay might have shit his pants.
Macaulay.
Man, these guys, this is a tight pack of racing right here. 63, 70, 21, 56, 81, 55, 31. I can't even count no more. Fuck it. I think I'm going to need Hooked on Everything when I'm done. Hooked on Phonics and all of it.
Just get an intravenous.
I'll tell you what, these guys
are going to cut down to the inside. Going to come up in behind Holland, but Todd Cleveland going to fight it back and just take it.
So we got
all right, yeah.
We got it sorted out in the front up here, though. Benjamin Lacey's on his way to handing out the ass whooping again. But John Sanu, he asserted himself in the second position, and that feller ain't playing no games. He's riding around the top of this thing, too. Sanu ain't done. That 86 machine just pulling out all the stops right here, trying everything he can to run that race leader down. But he's 7/10 of a back, and he lost a little bit right there. He did his best down here in 3 and 4 when he was right at the wall. You see McMeekin's running them down. Oh, I don't know if I have the knowledge there, Raymond, but just depends on the subject, probably.
Number 55, Todd Cleveland just bumping into the 31 car saying, hey, you remember me? Just wanting to let you know I'm here.
Yeah,
backing off.
I'll tell you what, when you and you know the 31 didn't do it on purpose. He probably didn't realize the guy was out there. But, yeah when that guy got back up to him, he's going to rattle his cage a little bit. He's going to say,
call it a receipt.
He's going to say, God damn it, I didn't appreciate what you did. He just bumped him a little. He didn't wreck him, so Cleveland's back to his outside again. 55 machine on the outside of the 31, and this is back here for the top 5 right now. So this is to get inside the top 5. they can get up there and skate around that 17. He looks like he's struggling little bit right now. They might be able to sneak up into the 4th position, but look at Michael McCauley. 81 truck riding in the 7th spot, having a really good run here at Iowa. I think he finally might be getting used to that steering wheel and pedals, Sal.
That's what we call in broadcasting the big FU. When you pass it over and nobody there.
That's right. Hal's like, fuck off.
Yeah. I'm still not happy.
So John Sanu coming under fire now from the 29 of Matthew McMeekin. You'd be about the only person in the world that has faith in me there, Raymond.
Burt Wilson's going to take a look to the inside there on McCauley, and he just can't take it, man. He's just a little bit loose.
Damn it.
Allow Glenn Jameson to come out to the outside.
I need Holland to get up here in the top 3, or I'm going to have to do 4 fucking interviews, and I'm not going to be happy. All right, Raymond, good to have you in the stream tonight, buddy. So, man, we got 2 laps to go for this driver. The 7, Benjamin Lacey, and he's got a 1.8-second lead.
Well, Todd doesn't look like he is going to give any room whatsoever.
Hal, you need to tell Holland to get his ass up there and pass them 2 in front of him. He needs to pass 3, don't he?
Yeah.
All right, Benjamin Lacey down the back straightaway for the final time here at Iowa Speedway with the Eighmey contract in Tuesday night truck series at WFO Racing League. He's going to drive it out of turn 4, bring it to the start-finish line, and your winner, that 7 machine of Benjamin Lacey. Sanu's going to hold on for second. So look at that. John Sanu with a great run tonight. And rounding out the top 3, final podium position, that's going to be the 29 of Matthew McMeekin. Tommy Haynes just outside of that, 31 of Richard Holland. Looks like that's going to be your driver of the day back here in 5th. And motherfucker, that's 4 interviews. Oh, fuck my life. Can't win for losing, DMS.
Nope. Unfortunately.
I'm going to make a new rule. You can only vote for a driver of the day in the top 3. Well, you got to figure that the 4th interview takes an extra probably 7 minutes.
10 minutes.
Yeah, 10 minutes. So an extra 10 minutes for the 4th interview. So if we do all that, that's 10, 20, 30, 40 minutes worth of interviews. That's fucked, DMS. Any way you look at it, that is fucked. 30 minutes is bad enough, but 40 minutes
See you tomorrow, MMO. Have a wonderful night.
I don't know what I just did, but we had fire one more time. All right, so we were pausing it right there on the 7 machine. And we're going to see if he is in Discord. Get our first interview out of the way here.
Maybe he's listening and he's hiding.
Benjamin Lacey, driver of that 7 machine. You got Vern and DMS in the broadcast booth. Got a copy, buddy?
How you guys doing?
Well, looks like you were carrying a couple cans of whoop-ass in that truck tonight.
We found some speed here, not all midway through, saving a little bit of tires, and then that kind of helped. And then I was able to get the lead and kind of run from there.
Well, you definitely, I think you did a little more than run. At one time we seen you get into a different zip code, and the next time I thought you got into a different country.
Yeah, Richard was fast all night. I think what did it was being able to get around Vernon before he was, and then kind of run. I think if Richard would have been, I think it would have been flipped. I think he would have had it. So he was fast. He was one I was worried about, and then John was coming up there at the end, so he was the other one.
So
Yeah.
when you hit pit road, What what were you feeling when you saw that yellow flashing?
I was like, okay. I mean, if a caution's going to come out, it was either then or leaving me still on the track. I was thinking, oh man, maybe I should have stayed out one more lap. But then like you know what? No, I'll be able to pit and come back around, and everyone else will either have to come in or, you know, I'll still be up front. I should be fine.
It's like free tires at that point, isn't it?
Yeah, exactly. It was just kind of a really weird situation because I think iRacing glitched out and thought I needed to go all the way back around and lap everybody again. And I was like, well, that's not accurate. But
we
so
wondered what happened there. But
Yeah. We were just as confused as you were, going, what in the hell?
yeah, that's what I was sitting there. I was like, Michael came on the radio and was like, maybe we should throw another caution out to sort it. I was like, yeah, let's do that because I shouldn't be behind everybody. I should be behind the truck. So
yeah, and the worst
That's
part, if he would have threw you EOL, it would have penalized you and put you behind everybody.
yeah, exactly. So I was like, I ain't gonna even throw that word out there.
That's what, yeah, and that's what they do to fix it. And I never understood that because I've seen that glitch happen more than once on iRacing. Hell, it's been happening since beta in 2008.
Yeah, Dover's one that it does it a lot at. Seems like every time I go there, it seems to come up somehow.
Yeah, Dover, it happens at. It seems to be more dominant on short tracks in general, actually.
Yeah,
And I think it's that their timing and scoring loop don't update fast enough.
yeah, that's probably it. I have to agree.
I think that's what it is, and that's why it affects the short tracks like that. But I'll tell you what, man, that filming in the wild machine looked pretty solid here at Iowa tonight.
It was a fun race. Wasn't easy by any means, especially early on. It was tough to pass, honestly. I remember sitting behind Vernon for a good while. I was like trying to intimidate him, trying to get him to make a mistake, but he didn't do it, so I couldn't get around him.
I told DMS when you were back behind the 23 and the 31, I said, man, I'll tell you what, if that 7 gets up there, he's liable to check out on these guys.
Well, glad I was able to prove you right, because I think most of the time probably not, but I'll take it.
It looked like you were waiting patiently until you weren't, and you went up there and you took second, and then you were able to wrestle the lead away from the 23. But man, I mean, the more the run went on, it looked like you could just pull out there, just inch out there farther and farther.
Yeah, this track is tires. It's all about saving the tires. It was a kind of a unique setup in the sense of where after the tires kind of got their heat in them, I feel like I could kind of just smash the throttle down to try to push it up on the right rear. And take a little pressure off the right front, and I think that helped out a lot. Kind of balancing out the tires a little bit more. So they were always kind of within 10% of each other. Like the last stop, right front was 78 and the right rear was 89. So I mean, they were pretty close.
Doing a good job taking care of them.
Yeah.
And that's kind of the key to winning, and I mean I feel like that's what the whole key is on these short tracks. I don't know what your thoughts are, but.
Short tracks are a little bit different. I think when it comes to like your mile and a halfs, tires are a lot more important. Just because that's what carries your speed through the corner. Whereas a short track, it's not going to be as drastic. Because I think you can make up a lot of it with just proper braking technique. Not braking too hard or too little, trailing into the corner the way you're probably supposed to. And I think that can really help out a lot on short tracks. One, save your tires, and also keep your speed.
Gotcha. It makes sense. I'll tell you what.
That's my philosophy.
Yeah, and it makes perfect sense. It really does. And I mean, I'll listen to your philosophy on it because you're the one that opened up the can of whoop ass on them tonight.
I think of Chuck's always a guy, man. Telling you, he's fast.
I don't know if Chuck just purposely starts at the rear to kind of challenge himself or what, but I think if he could get started up there towards the front, he'd give you guys a hell of a run every week.
Oh, absolutely. He's always a guy that I'm watching out for. Him, Richard, John Sanoha was having a good night tonight too. So I mean, it's a pretty decently competitive league and makes for a fun time.
Well, that's awesome to hear. I'll tell you what, Benjamin, congrats on the win once again. You got anyone you want to thank while we got you in the booth here tonight?
Obviously, the sponsor on the truck, Film in the Wild. They actually just had some other stuff here come out on PBS here a night or two ago. So
Nice, nice.
yeah, go check them out on YouTube, youtube.com/Film on the Wild. Give them a shout out, and appreciate you guys here in the booth, man. All the admins of this league. It's a super fun league to be a part of. I appreciate each and every one of y'all.
Well, thank you. We appreciate the heck out of that, Benjamin, and go celebrate that win, man. You earned it tonight, buddy.
Congratulations.
Thank you. Thank you.
All right, so that's a race winner there, Benjamin Lacey, driving a 7. And I think we got our top 3 down there in the – I think they're waiting on us.
Well, I know one of them is.
I'm gonna try to find Sanu.
He's in the staging.
I know, but I'm trying to let me figure out where my
Yeah. Oh, I'm sorry. You're a professional. I forgot about that. You got to find his car.
I got to find his car. That's right. I got to have the car here before I get the driver
Truck,
in.
but that's okay.
Right. The same difference. Whatever he raced tonight. John Sanu, you're in the broadcast booth with Vern and DMS. You got a copy, buddy?
Yeah, I got you guys.
Man, I was pulling for you. On that, on the final restart, it looked like you restarted there in second, and I'll tell you what, I was pulling for you, but you had a great race tonight. I mean, tell us about what you've seen out of your windshield tonight, how as far as your performance goes.
Yeah, I did pretty good. I stayed pretty solid all race. This is one of those tracks that you have certain tracks where you just sort of, no matter much as apprehensive as you might be, you end up doing good. I like these tires where it's rolling out to the wall and you're almost going to hit it. You got to gauge it, and it's a lot of wheel and throttle input. It's a lot of work, but it's, for whatever reason, it seems to work pretty good with these. Come pretty good for me on these, better than others. So yeah, the biggest thing for me is I learned from last year is just don't burn the tires. Just try to race the track. Don't get racy with other guys. I saw that in the start of that first run when I think I started 10th or 11th, and before the caution came out, I was gaining on the group ahead of me. I was seeing it in the tires. So that was my whole thing all races. I was going to try not to get too racy. I defended pretty good a couple times, but other than that, I tried to not be too aggressive and just keep the tires under the truck, and it worked out for me.
Yeah, and tell me a little bit about what you felt on the different lines of the track tonight, like the bottom of the track versus the center and the top of the track.
Yeah, I found a really good groove, about one groove up in 1 and 2, and and you really have to late apex the corner. I found that was a big help too. Get from center off.
Right.
It's coming a little bit higher and then sort of come in almost like a diamond and come off. And then in 3 and 4, I tried to run the middle. That was okay with good tires. For me, what ended up being a good line was the high line. In 3 and 4, I was able to get up around that top slotted line just above that. And because this track is progressively banked, you had a little bit more banking, and you can really sort of haul ass around the top. You could full throttle around the top much easier than in the middle, at least for me, the way I was driving it. So that's where I ended up living at the top in 3 and 4, and center to bottom in 1 and 2 seemed to work good for me.
Gotcha. DMS, you got anything you want to add for him?
No, great race tonight. You were back there in the 6th and 7th, and you had Matthew and Tommy and Richard and Todd and all that up there, and I mean it just seemed like it was really difficult to pass, and but you did it, man. You got out there into the second spot, and man, fantastic race tonight.
Oh, thank you. Yeah, it was when I was getting behind that group, I'm like, what the hell am I going to do now? I felt I was a little faster, but there was nowhere to go. So it was just sort of waiting. So thank you. Like I said, I just try to keep it clean, and just when that last caution came out, I was happy in third. I had a good gap, and I was like, no caution. Because with 5 laps to go, 10 laps to go, it's going to be mayhem. Everybody's going to be forcing the corners. I'm like, no, we're not going to make it through this. So, but I just try to keep it clean and just race smart. And yeah, it was hard to pass. You could really defend pretty good from the high side. So I tried to use the high side to pass. That seemed to where you had a little bit more speed center off if you held them down a little bit. It's a tough track, but honestly, I think that's what makes it fun, and hopefully it'll show in the broadcast.
Well, fantastic job tonight.
Yeah, that's your second top 5 in the truck series this season, man.
Yeah, I was happy to get this. Hopefully I can transfer this over to tomorrow as well. Have a good finish over there. I had a rough finish last week after my good truck finish, so I'm hoping I don't hold the same for tomorrow. Hopefully I do a little better tomorrow. But yeah, it's I like this track, and this truck seems to really work well on this track for me. So you know how it goes. You get certain combos that seem to work for you better than others.
Exactly.
And this just happened to be one that fit my style of driving. So yeah, for as much as and that's one thing too, and I'm not gonna, I won't keep on babbling, but I've learned more as I'm getting more to the front. I'm learning so much more from the guys that are up in the faster group. When I get past, I watch their lines. How did they do that? I go to school every time I get passed by the fast guys, try to emulate that, and that's, I think, also helping my learning curve, because I still have a long way to go, but I definitely I'm learning a lot more. As you get close to the front, you get a lot better.
That's the best way to learn. When you understand that, you have it figured out. I'm telling you, the win's coming soon, John.
Yeah, I hope, and it's been a while. I think it was Talladega or Daytona was the last one, and that was quite a few seasons ago.
I thought it was going to be tonight, man. I really did. It looked like in 3 and 4 when I seen you get up by the wall there, you were able to take about 1/10 of a second off the leader down the straightaway, and I thought you found something.
Yeah, I was definitely, like I said, felt good, especially on the long run stuff. I definitely felt like my tires held a little bit better. I was a little bit faster. So I had to, but honestly, I'll be honest with you. I probably could have pushed the truck a little bit more. But again, I just really wanted to focus on a good finish, solid lines. The speed will come. I'm slowly getting faster and faster. So I didn't want to overdrive it and mess up where I was at, if that makes sense. So I just,
no, I get it. I get it completely. Good save there. Good points tonight.
Yeah, like I said, I saw Benjamin. I was like, I wonder if I could press to get him. I'm like, no. The third place car is too close behind me. I got in the wall once, trying to press it a little bit. I'm like, no, stop that. Just run your line, get the finish, go home, try it again next time.
Well, come out good, John. You have anyone you want to thank while we got you in the booth here tonight?
Usually my sponsors: Luke Transport, Luke Oil, Pavilion, and my parents, of course. They'll be watching. I'll be calling them tomorrow. Tell them this is another one to watch. Other than that, no. And thanks to you guys. You guys do a great job with the broadcast. We appreciate that. Hopefully DMS can get Vern to change his mind. Do it again next year. But I know you got to be chopping the bacon behind the wheel though as well.
Yeah,
so I get it.
I'm kind of anxious to get back to racing too. I feel like I've been out away from the wheel too much, and I definitely need to get my practice in.
Yeah, you got to come back behind the wheel, get some stress.
That's right. John, I'll tell you what, man. Congrats on that second place, and good luck to you tomorrow night in the Xfinity car.
Thanks, I appreciate it. Thanks, guys.
Yep.
Good job.
Thanks.
Would you look at that shit?
Yeah, I seen it, DMS. I'm gonna stay quiet about that right now, and I'm gonna pretend like I didn't see it. How's that?
You're gonna just pretend.
I was looking for McMeekin and I don't see him.
I think he might have listened to you, and
well,
I think he listened to you, and he just
I don't think so. I don't think he was in Discord before that.
Well, how'd he check in?
Well, he's not there now, but we'll go ahead and pull his name up. That's your third place finisher, Matthew McMeekin, right there in the top 3.
Well, look at it. See, and now we only have 3 interviews to go.
Yep. So now we're going to get our third and final interview. Well, I'm going to give McMeekin like 5 more seconds.
Okay.
4, 3, 2, 1.
2. All right. Next.
All right. So next we're going to find, and he finished in the top 5. So
yes, he did.
Get it in the top 5 there.
He was able to hold off Todd there for that 5th spot.
Richard Holland, Vern, and DMS in the broadcast booth. You got a copy, buddy? I'll try that one more time. Richard Holland, you got a copy?
Man, these interviews are easy.
They are. We'll give another minute. We did.
I don't know why you're in such a hard. Yeah, why are you having such a hard time with interviews?
I don't know.
These
We
are
did
going
the
pretty
first-
easy.
The first two, and then they're like, "Oh, we ain't here no more." Richard Holland, you got a copy, buddy? DMS, I don't think he's there.
I think he done checked out.
I think he did. So that was an
Eh.
easy one for us, but we'll tell you who your driver of the day was. It was Richard Holland.
Number 31 of the Richard Allen.
In the 31, but he had stepped away from the racing rig, so we're not going to get that interview done, and I guess that's going to do it tonight. We got it.
That's going to do it.
We thought it was a hard night, but on the interviews, but it actually turned out easier than what we thought. Well,
Are you paying him off?
well, okay, and let's address some of the YouTube stuff now. All
Okay.
right, so the first thing we want to address is who the fuck is that come in the chat there?
I don't know. Right after the interviews, he comes in and just wants to F.
And then he's going to be like DMS or DNF. Well, the
Yeah,
DNF would have
yeah.
went to him because you were in the booth tonight.
Yeah, exactly.
But this fucker wasn't. So who got the DNF?
And I think we ought to remind everybody, in case everybody doesn't know, what's going to happen. So what happens when we reach 1,000 subscribers this season?
All right, so when we reach 1,000 subscribers this season, we're going to give free shit away. We're going to give a computer away, a gaming computer, a monitor, a keyboard, a mouse, a steering wheel, a set of pedals to go with that in 1 year.
What about a shifter?
No shifter.
No shifter.
Nope, that's a $30 or $40 add-on we don't need. You can shift with the paddles on the wheel. So then we're going to give one year iRacing away.
1 year. I'm going to need it after all these tracks I have to buy.
Yeah. Well, we're not giving all the tracks, just the 1 year iRacing.
Oh, for the love of God.
And that's basically what it is. I mean, that's what the giveaway is. We need to hit 1,000 subscribers this season.
You got the over or the under?
So you got to share it. Get your friends, your grandpa, your great uncles, your uncles, aunts, all
Yeah, they
of
don't
them.
even have to like us.
All
You don't
of
have to
them.
like us. You
Go-
don't have to notify us.
Go to the graveyard, get all them to subscribe too.
Yes, I mean, why not?
Literally, we don't care who they are. Obviously, no bots, but well, if we hit that mark this season, the giveaway is going to happen. I mean, we've talked about that for a while now, and all season long, actually. So
Yes.
it's something we're looking forward to, and just kind of building up the audience a little bit, especially for the drivers over here. They put on great racing. And it doesn't matter if we're at a short track like Iowa, if we're at a 1.5 mile or a 2 mile track. I mean, it's just they put on great racing week in and week out, and it's more fun for me to race with the guys though than it is to be in the booth. DMS.
You're not buttering me up very well. You know that, right?
I like the booth. Don't get me wrong. I mean, I'm not. It's not like I don't like doing this.
You a damn lie. You do not like doing it anymore.
I've done it. I'm kind of burnt out a little bit. You know what I mean?
Yes.
And then sometimes I'll get in a car for a season or two, and I'm like, you know what? I can get in the booth again.
There you go. And
So-
then you boot me out.
No, I won't boot you out. Nation, don't worry about Nation either. He don't even make it in the booth, so he can't boot nobody. Plus, Nation won't stream it anyhow.
Yeah.
But I want to thank you. I mean, you covered me last week.
Oh, no. Yeah, not a problem.
Wednesday night, it was a last-minute deal, and I'm like, son of a bitch, I'm just not going to – and I couldn't abandon my nephew. He needed his truck, and I had to help the feller. So
Hey,
we got
family first, baby.
we got it done, and he had his truck for the next day, and that's what matters. And I hated to miss it, and then I seen the Discord message pop up that you were live on your Twitch, and I'm like, hell yeah, DMS coming in clutch. And you did, man, and I appreciate the heck out of that, and I know everybody else did too. So the next time, and hopefully there won't be a next time, But if there is a next time, you're going to be able to stream it not just to your Twitch, but our YouTube channel.
Oh, all right.
Because we're going to get you added as a administrator on the YouTube side, and you'll even be able to make changes in there too. So if you need to make any changes or anything, hell, you may know better than I do about it. I don't know. I mean, you might know better than I do, and well, you just do what you want with it, basically. I mean, that's.
Oh no! You just gave me open reins.
I'll give you open reins on it. You can do, and if you want to change some stuff in there, whatever you need to change.
Stand by, chat. Stand by.
We just need to make them counts go up, man. If we get them up this season, we're gonna give all that shit away. That's it. We appreciate all the subscribers we got now, all the likes we get in the broadcast. It's awesome. It really is. And I know that the drivers appreciate it. They love going back and looking through and reading the chat. I think that's one of their favorite things to do, actually, is to go through and read those chat messages afterwards. But it's also good, throughout the broadcast to watch it because you can see exactly what line your competitors are running. And you can look at what you're doing and see what you did wrong, and maybe you can do it right the next time, DMS.
Yeah, I don't think that's going to help me.
You use it for a training tool. Or they could listen to us and say, don't ever broadcast like these guys, and you'll do fine.
You'll be just fine.
I'll tell you what, though. That's it for our Tuesday night Eighmey Contract and Truck Series race. I'm going to throw the results up there. I don't do that all the time, but I'm going to show the results. And top 10 right there, race winner, once again, the 7 of Benjamin Lacey. Back in second, the 86 of Johnson New. 29 of Matthew McMeekin in the third position. The bootlegger, Tommy Haynes. 17 machine in fourth. Richard Holland's 31 machine, also the driver of the day in fifth position there. 55 of Todd Cleveland in sixth. The 81, Michael McCauley. Back there in seventh and eighth was the 63 Glenn Jamison. Burt Wilson 70 and ninth. And Richard Springer in the 10th position driving a 21 truck. Who's our 11th place driver?
Why you do that? Why?
I don't know what I'm doing now because of my results just quit working anyway. There we go.
Yeah.
Jacob Daniels in the 72.
Jacob Daniels. There you go.
Then you got John.
Looks like yours.
Oh, you can go.
I said it looks like yours popped up same as mine did.
Yeah, I couldn't find the toggle to switch it over. I'm like, fuck, we're just stuck on the top 10. When we get down to 20th, though, I see the 3 truck of Hal Eighmey. You see who joined us in the booth here, DMS? Do you see that?
I did not. Oh, God.
Who the fuck are you, feller?
Where the hell is the security in this damn building?
I don't know. Hal, where's the security at?
I fired him.
How did Nation fire the security?
He must still have their credentials. We haven't given away. We haven't taken away the credentials yet.
See, slacker.
So where have you been pissing in all the? You've been pissing in all the gas cans again on pit road?
Why would I piss in a gas can? Doesn't make any sense.
I don't. You've been
to
pissing
make it faster
in the water coolers again?
Maybe not.
He didn't deny that one. You hear that, DMS?
I know. Yep.
You may be right.
He didn't piss in
You
the
may be
gas.
wrong.
You may be right.
Oh, Jesus,
So
no.
he didn't piss in the gas.
Make me crazy.
We got DMS / the voice right here on the WFO.
You got that? Yeah.
That right, Nation.
Yeah, that works for me. Yeah.
Yeah, Nation, you're gonna join in, sing a song for us. You write a song about it too.
No. No. Just
no
fucking,
tricks. You're gonna get in the booth.
No.
You're gonna get in the booth just when I was gonna end the stream, and you don't have no songs.
Nope. I
Damn.
bring nothing to the table.
You believe any tricks at all?
No.
Well, he had the appearing trick. He appeared after the shit was over.
Ta-da!
Ta-da!
You timed that perfectly, didn't you, Nation?
I tried to, but you're still on stream. I didn't want to do that.
Well, we're still on the stream,
We're-
but we're just
Well, we're
about
still
ready to
streaming.
we're just about to not be on the stream no more, though.
Pull the plug on.
Well, I'm
Guys,
He's
all you
like-
guys out there watching, thank you very much. God bless you.